A lot of people who are involved in sneakers or call themselves sneakerheads tend to think that they have the best collection. I'm one of them, but I just wanted to say that I get inspired by some of the other stuff that I see our players wear, both on and off the court. Chris Jenkins broke out a pair of Jordan 12s the other day, and I kind of wanted to go back in my collection and see if I had something like that. Phil Booth's always wearing something nice for photo day. He broke out a pair of Kobe lifestyle shoes that you might not see on the court unless you're old school Gilbert Arenas when he used to do Pradas back in the day, which I thought was awesome. Daryl's always wearing something, or Eric, that's crazy. A lot of our women's basketball players too. Jana Tucker's always breaking out a Hirachi, that's unbelievable. Or Adriana Hahn, or Alex Lewin digs in the crates and brings out an old Air Max from 2009, and I'm like, okay, I need to come to work tomorrow with something a little bit fresher than that. So there's a lot of inspiration, a lot of people in the building probably vying for the title of who's got the best collection, and I'm a little older, so I think some of the things that I keep in rotation might be a little different than some of our players who are a bit younger, but I think I'm up to the task. So here are just some of the shoes that I keep in rotation at work. You never know if you're gonna have a meeting or something to do after work. This is the Nike Lunar Epic Flyknit Olympic version multicolor. In New York, they did a run forever right before the Olympics start and dropped this shoe. Only in New York, only at the Flatiron location. The next day I was up to get these shoes 2 months before they released to the general public, just crushing people's hearts. These are the first Nike Free Flyknits from a couple years ago, one of the first shoes to kind of utilize the whole multi-color image that Nike's been doing. So other than the Agassiz they used to do with the color pop back in the day, that splasher color pop, like these were just, when they came out, every runner or cult runner tried to get their hands on a pair, and this is just like, they go with nothing, but they go with everything at the same time, and I'm 3 or 4 times every month with this shoe right here. Jordan Retro 11, these are NBA customs. I won't name the player because I don't like to ruin my contacts like that, but definitely got to have something different in your collection. Game worn. I'm a purist when it comes to most things retro. Like if it came out in one colorway in the 90s or the 80s, I want it to re-release in the same exact colorway. One of my guys hooked me up with these, had them custom painted by a local Philly artist. I normally wouldn't wear a custom shoe because it's not really my thing, but I love the game worn piece of it. And then when you're wearing a shoe like this, if you're into sneakers, people look at them and either think, one, those are fake, so they're whack, which is what I want people to think because the discerning heads know. Or two, I've seen those on the NBA floor and how'd you get those? And that's the reaction that everybody wants. Nike Lunar Glide, Joxo version. I love this wheat. This might have been one of the first shoes that Nike put the all wheat colorway on. Gives me like a good dress shoe look when I don't feel like wearing dress shoes at work. For those who don't know about Joxo, it's a collaboration with a Japanese brand called Undercover. The leader of that brand, Jun Takahashi, is a runner, so he did a collaboration with Nike. They used to do apparel at first, and then they started dropping limited edition footwear pieces. This is one of the first ones that they dropped. It's got that wheat thing that everybody's starting to do now. You can see it on Air Force Ones and other shoes in the Nike profile. Carmine 6s. Second favorite Jordan of all time. Gotta have a pair of those in rotation. The thing about Jordans is everybody's into Jordans, so what I try to do is I'll hit one of my connects up. I'll get them a week early. So I'll rock them for the week leading up to the actual release day of the shoe, and then on the release day I switch back to a runner while everybody's standing in line or in your computer trying to get these. I've already worn them for a week and then I'll ice them. Nike Lab Tech Fleece Sock Darts. This was my NCAA tournament shoe. So comfy. This shoe came in the day we opened up the NCAA tournament. We won our first game. I let them rock for the second game. We won the second game, and like I said before, I'm superstitious, so they played the entire tournament. Haven't worn them since the national championship game. Don't know if I'll ever wear them again because that memory is just too good, but I like to keep them in a rotation as a reminder of that night in April. Nike Free Hyperfields. True run heads will know about this shoe right here. Comfortable, NYC special edition. Can't get them in stores. This shoe came out when Nike was really starting to get into like that free Flyknit kind of hybrid Prius vibe, and the inline version, for those who know, Had a Volt also. The NYC colorway only came in the white. You can't get these anywhere. One of the few times I actually reached out to a Nike rep and was like, yo, I need to get my hands on those. Zoom Pack 33s, Olympic edition from the Nike Unlimited pack. The pegs were the first colorway I saw, so I definitely wanted to get these. I love the Volt in the front, that kind of gradient flow into the pink in the back. Very comfortable, definitely a head turner. Can't really wear a shoe like this every day because people notice them too much because they pop, but it's about a once every 12 day kind of shoe. Nike Air Trainer SC, Bo Jackson, original Auburn colorway. Top 5 shoe of all time. Funny story about this shoe, Nike retros everything, so these came out in a white and blue colorway a couple years ago. I told Corey Fisher he should wear a pair in a basketball game, and I think he wore them in the first half of a UConn game, and the blogs or the internet sites went crazy when he did that. Nike Flyknit Racer. I'm obsessed with the Racer. I try to get every colorway. Very comfortable. I personally can't run in them, but they become such a cult shoe on the streetwear side that I've got about 4 or 5 different colorways of these. Nike Air Max 180 from about 92. This is the Concord colorway. These are like low-key Michael Jordan sneakers. And like the Barcelona Olympics, Jordan was just walking around rocking these one day, and they kind of became, this colorway kind of became synonymous with that. So I'll wear these in the summer anytime I want to do an MJ Monday, which is on Mondays. A lot of people on social media will rock a pair of Jordans or post a Jordan pic. And then last, my favorite sneaker of all time, the Nike Air Flight Huarache. Fab Fives, Chris Webber, my favorite basketball player. I got about 7 pairs of these. This is the pair that I'm currently rocking right now. This is the shoe that really changed it for me on the sneaker front. The Fab Five was wearing them. Every cool person in my neighborhood had a pair. My 8th grade basketball team, we all went out and got a pair of these. Nike just actually re-released this colorway for the Kyrie 2, which I wish kind of tied more into our uniform scheme, because I would love to put these on our guys with the Navy uniforms. I think it would be a real clean look. The shoes I'm currently wearing are the Nike SB Be True to Your School Villanova editions. These are shoes that most people will call beaters. They're not a mint condition, they're not pristine, which is perfectly fine. This is just how I like them. They came out when SBs were everything. I try to wear these 1 to 2 times a season. They're 10 years old, so I don't want to give them too much burn, but those are just some of the collection. You know, I obviously have some others at home, but these are what I keep in current rotation. You know, every once in a while I'll switch them out, I'll take a shoe out, I'll put a new shoe in. Some of those changes are inspired by what I see our players wearing. So if a player comes in, drops a Jordan on me, or drops like a low top running shoe on me, and I see it, I say, okay, I need to switch it up now, and this is what we're doing. So I guess this is just me trying to keep up with the Joneses.